It's the end of the quarter and you want to make sure that your ops get flipped by your AEs in time for you to hit quota and get paid. I totally understand. I've been there. In fact, I got chewed out by one of my AEs when I was an SDR because we were coming up on the end of the quarter. I needed two more ops to flip over to hit quota. This was a big quarter for me. I needed to make sure that I was going to pass quota to get paid. And what happened was I pestered the heck out of my AE. I was like, hey, AE, I need you to flip these ops. Hey, AE, before the month is over, I'm not going to get credit if these ops aren't flipped. Hey, AE, I hit him up 4 times, 2 times over text, 2 times on Slack within the span of like 2 days. And he wasn't answering me. And I got so frustrated with him. I was like, what the heck? This is my pay. He doesn't care about me. He doesn't respect me. Well, about 2 days after I had bugged him for 2 days with radio silence, he reaches back out to me. And at this point, I'm mad. This guy's been ghosting me for 4 days in the last week of the quarter when I need to get these ops flipped so I get paid. And he reaches out to me and I can tell he's frustrated. He's like, Jack, you do not know what I've been doing the past 4 days. I've been working on a $50 million deal for our business. And if I don't bring that in, none of us have a job here. And immediately my stomach just flipped and I was like, crap, I screwed up here. And really what it was is just lack of communication and lack of me understanding that my AE had different priorities than I did. Like when we're trying to get an op flipped for potential pipeline, maybe it's not even a great opportunity, but our AEs are kind of being nice to us and we're begging them to flip ops. When they're trying to close business and bring in real money to the company to keep us all employed, for me to think that my little small world was more important than his world and everything he was going through was just immature. And so once the frustration boiled over on both sides, we finally talked through it. And he's like, look, I understand that you need to hit quota. I understand that you need ops to be flipped. But when I'm at the end of a quarter, I am so dialed in on closing deals that matter. I'm not worried about these ops, these future pipeline opportunities that are going to be a year later. I'm worried about today and what's happening right now. So you, Jack, need to have that business awareness that your priorities aren't other people's priorities. And it was a very humbling moment when I did realize that. So I want to encourage you that I understand your goal is to hit quota, right? But your AEs are in a different mind, especially at the end of the quarter. They have different priorities. They're working on different things. And so do not be the SDR who's begging and whining and screaming like I was to get stuff flipped when you're not giving them any grace that maybe they have different priorities going on. So the right way to handle this and how I've encouraged my reps as a leader to handle it moving forward ever since I had that big aha moment is 2 things. One, it's the timing, and 2 is the delivery. So let's read this post over here. End of quarter is 1 week away. 2 quick tips for SDRs. 1, get any ops you need AEs to update flipped now. Don't wait until the last week to bug your AEs. They'll be too busy focusing on bringing in closed won revenue and don't need to be distracted by updating potential pipeline in the future. So the first lesson there is the timing, okay? Do not wait for the last week of the month or of the quarter to update your AEs and say, hey, I need you to flip these ops when they're going to be so busy doing other stuff. Instead, you should be bringing it up the week before the last week of the month or the week before the last week of the quarter. And you and your AEs should have regular dialogue already on a weekly basis where you're updating them on, hey, here are the meetings I've scheduled for you. Here are the ones that have occurred that I'm still waiting on updates for. And that way, there's no surprise for them of like, hey, you didn't tell me you had 3 ops that need updating. I would have done it a few days ago if you told me that. So having that close one-on-one relationship with your AEs matters here. And just a quick side tip here, the best time to get ops flipped by your AEs is right after the meeting. So if you book a demo with your AE, go to that meeting for multiple reasons. One being that you were the one who set the meeting in the first place, so you can facilitate this introduction with this prospect who was talking to you. You can facilitate a live intro to your AE, and you're the bridge there connecting them. Two, you're going to learn a lot being part of their demos. And it's also going to help you learn the skills needed, the questions to ask, all of that to be an effective AE one day. Three is right after that meeting, you and your AE should get in a habit of doing a debrief. So any meeting you book for your AE, you guys should bookmark 5 minutes after to talk through it real quick. Hey, what did you think of that meeting? What are the next steps here? That's the first question you need to ask, because you want to show your AE that you're not just in it for a quick flip and you're going to move on. No, you're invested in helping them bring in legitimate business. And so you might offer, do you need me to loop in someone else from the company? Do you need me to follow up with this person? Do I need to send out a calendar invite for you? Go serve your AEs, because they're going to see that and be like, hey, you're taking care of me. I want to take care of you. The second question you're going to ask is, hey, so just blunt feedback, like, is this qualified or not? Based on our qualification criteria, it looks like there is authority, there is need, and there is a timeline. Or maybe there isn't. So is this qualified or not? What can I do better as an SDR next time if it's not qualified to bring you qualified opportunities? Boom. Now, again, you're showing them, I care about giving you real opportunities. How can I get better at this? Now you're getting coaching from them. Or if it is qualified, right? Like, why was it a good op, right? Like, what made that good for you? Oh, it's because, they have like a lot of urgency. Cool. How can we find more of those for you? So again, it's all about them. How can I serve you? How can I serve you? Then the last question is the natural evolution of that question before. If it's qualified, awesome. Do you mind going in and just flipping that now, so I don't have to follow up with you like 15 times and annoy you? Like, just be blunt. Like, I don't want to bug you. Like, can we just go do it right now real quick? That's the best time to get an opportunity flipped. But outside of that, let's say you are coming into the end of the quarter. Again, you don't want to bug them the last week of the month. So timing is everything. The second thing you do is more about delivery and being a good teammate. So ping your AEs to wish them luck and ask if there's anything you can do to help them out as they're trying to close out the quarter. Oftentimes, there are a few prospects that ghosted them after they sent quotes and proposals. Maybe your AE wants you to hunt some of those down to see if they can bring in any quick wins. The goal here is to invest in relationships and show your AEs you care about them. It's easy to get lost in our SDR world. You need to put the AE shoes on, enter their world, and help them with what they care about. That is going to be a win-win where they're going to want to start taking care of you. So what I would do is I would put a monthly reminder on my calendar for maybe every Thursday, the third Thursday of every month, right? Because that's going to be the third week, and it gives 2 days before the last week. That's when you should be bugging your AEs about opportunities if you haven't already addressed them through your regular one-on-ones and regular communication. That's one. The second reminder you need on your calendar is to be the last Monday of every month. And on that Monday, you're going to send your AE a note that says what I just said in here. Hey, I know you're trying to wrap up the month. If there's any, loose ends, anyone that I can follow up with, anyone that's ghosted you that I can try to re-engage, let me know so I can support you and we can go win together this month. Your AE is going to go to war for you if you go to war for them. So this is the right way to approach end of quarter, end of month op flipping etiquette. And it's all about serving, not being served, because we know that in service, we build trust and relationships, and naturally they're going to want to look out for you and take care of you.